This wonderful tropical food is gonna make a big, but a very big difference in your diet, especially if you're looking forward to lose some weight, to cut down, or to bring a little bit down your stomach. Let us discover together in exclusivity in Nutrition TV. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on Nutrition TV. I am Josie-K, your tropical nutrition expert with 11 years of experiences. I would like to encourage you to get all the 10 books we've been able to produce so far on Amazon and to each of our representatives. Please subscribe to the channel if you are interested about any updated information related to tropical nutrition. Today, I just want to share with you one incredible food that if you're able to cook correctly in the way that we're going to suggest in this video, you're gonna be able to achieve two main goals. First of all, to please yourself. First of all, to keep on eating your preferred food. And secondly, to be able to see the results on your weighing scale or on your clothes. And why am I speaking this? It's because for a lot of people amongst you, you tend to think or to have in mind that all the African food are not good if you're looking forward to cut down. It's absolutely not the truth. There are some which are really high in calories, but there are also some that if you're able to cook them in a very intelligent way, you're gonna see a big differences between the typical meal that you know and the other way of preparing them without spoiling your diet. I just wanted to encourage you to share this video amongst your friends, amongst your mate, and to all those people who are craving about the good tips in order for them to lose weight or to learn a little bit more about the African nutrition. So this food is what you are able to see on the screen. It's just the cassava leaves which are cooked and which have different names regarding the different countries in Africa where we are. For example, in Congo they call them pondu, in Cameroon they call them kwem, in Madagascar, for example, they call it ravitoto. And I would like to ask you guys, how are you calling these particular leaves in each of your different countries? Please leave your answers in the comment. I will be glad to learn from your own culture. So the cassava leaves are an incredible category of food which is going to help you to cut down and to bring down your stomach. First of all, because it's a category of food which has a high level of satiety, and if you find yourself eating a bowl of it, you will discover yourself being able, you know, to stay like 4, 5, 6 hours without any cravings and without any need of eating. And when you know that one of the reasons why people can hold on a diet is the fact that they are feeling hungry or the fact that they have a lot of cravings, you can easily see why we just see it as an incredible vegetable that's going to make a big difference on your diet and also on your waistline and your weight scale. But I have to make a particular precision. If you're really looking forward to see some results eating this food, you have to pay attention, because usually in a lot of African recipes, you have to use the juice of the palm or the palm oil, and sometimes some groundnuts or sometimes some fatty food included inside in order to make it tasty. So if you're looking forward to cook it in the way that they cook it in Cameroon, or they cook it maybe in Ghana or in Nigeria with a lot of palm oil, you're not gonna have the result, you know. So here is the way you cook them in order to gather or to enjoy all their positive properties. So I guess that the next question you're gonna ask me is, how could you cook this vegetable in such a way that that doesn't damage your effort? So number one tip, you are gonna use a lot of vegetables, but really a lot, in order for you to get full. Because one of the points I'm able to see in a lot of you guys is that when you're starting a diet, you know that you have to eat vegetable, but somehow at the end of the day, when we are able to see your plate, the vegetables are not as much as they are supposed to be. So please, if you're looking forward to make a meal with the cassava leaves, make sure you are able to cook like minimum 500 gram to 1 kilogram in order to be sure that even if you eat it 2-3 times, you're gonna feel full. The number 2 tips, you are gonna replace the groundnuts, you know, the palm oil or the juice of the palm oil, which I usually use in order to make them soft in mouth, in order to make them tastier and very soft. You're gonna replace them with the dietary sodium bicarbonate, which has the incredible property to soften all the food with which he's in contact with. So instead of using like 200 grams of groundnut or 200 milliliters of oil, you just put like nearly 1 coffee or 2 coffee spoons of sodium bicarbonate. You use also some smoked fish or some smoked meat or some smoked chicken. You put all the spices needed inside and you let it cook. Believe me, at the end, you're not gonna feel any difference with this traditional meal with cassava leaves, which are full of calories, with this one recipe I just suggest to you. And believe me, I was able to propose it into the personal coaching I'm proposing to people who get in contact with me, and they wasn't able to see the difference, aside maybe of the way it looks, but in the mouth, you know, it just became one of their favorite meals. So this can also be for you, especially if you're living in Africa, where the cassava leaves are more affordable than all the other category of vegetable. Especially if you have your own crops or you have a lot of cassava leaves, but you are afraid to cook them because you are afraid to put on weight with the traditional recipe. And the second reason why we encourage you to use this vegetable is because it is full of nutrients. You will find inside a lot of calcium, and you know calcium is very important to strengthen the teeth, to strengthen the bones. You will find inside the potassium, you will find inside the iron, you know. And if you are able to know that a lot of people who are doing extreme diets are always victim of anemia, you can be sure that by including the cassava leaves in a regular way on your diet, when you're trying to cut down or to bring down the stomach, you're not going to experience tiredness, you're not going to experience anemia, and you're not going to find yourself with some deficiency in any other nutrients. And the third reason why you should include this food definitely in your diet, it's because it's going to help you to solve the constipation problem. A lot of you are still overweight. A lot of you still have a big tummy because they're not able to go to the WC every day. And by including the cassava leaves in your diet, you're gonna have a very fluid digestion. You're gonna be able to go in the WC every day, and this is a kind of elimination, which is also part of the process of cutting down the stomach. So I'm just gonna stop here, and the question I would like to ask you is that how often are you eating the cassava leaves? Are you eating it once every week, once per month, or just like when you're able to find them? Please leave your answer in the comment, and please, I want you to tag here all your friends or your mates or all those people you know who can make a good use of this information. And before we separate, I would like to inform you that we were able to produce 2 incredible books, which I believe it's gonna strengthen your knowledge and give you some example, you know, some possibilities of meals that if you are able to follow them, you're gonna have the result. The first one is appearing in the screen. Here you're gonna discover all the rules, you know, which are gonna teach you how to eat or how to have a balanced diet if you're living in Africa or if you like Africa food or meal. And the second one is gonna help you to lose 5 to 10 kilograms in the length of 6 weeks if you're really disciplined. And on those meals, you will have 3 meals per day, and believe me, you're not going to feel hungry. Those people who were able to get those books are able to testify that they were able to find inside a lot of African meals, and this wasn't an issue for them to be able to move on losing weight. I want you to subscribe to the channel and share the video again around you wherever you think that there are some people looking forward this type of information. And if you have any content suggestion or any question you would like to ask, please feel free. I will be glad to read and to interact with you in the comment. It was Josie-K, your tropical nutrition expert with 11 years of experiences. Thank you for watching this video, and let us sing soon for another incredible content. Goodbye.